Hi everybody, it's Jackie from Dragonfly Studio in Venice, Florida. So I'm thinking we're going to do a little bit of yin today. A little neck, little shoulders, little spine. Just something gentle to sort of help us let go. So we're going to start out today in a regular child's pose. So make your way onto your mat. Sink your hips down towards your heels. Bring your arms out in front and just bring your chest towards the mat. Maybe the forehead touches, maybe it doesn't. Just feel the lengthening of the spine here and just let go, right? Let go of anything that's going on right now in the world and just really spend this time taking care of you. And breathe. Two more breaths. And then let's gently make our way into tabletop. So let's make sure we're in a good tabletop. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Knees are underneath hips, hip distance apart. Internally rotate the eyeballs of the elbows so that they're facing each other. And then on an inhale, drop the belly, raise the tailbone, and slowly look up. And on an exhale, tuck the tail, rise up through the shoulders, and let the head hang heavy. Do about 4 more of these rotations, moving at your pace, using your breath, stopping anywhere maybe you need a little bit more stretch. Let's do one more. And then let's tuck the toes and come into our down dog. This is our only one we're going to do. We just want to take a little bit of movement here before we sit for a while. So walk it out a little bit, maybe bend in one knee, move the hips, move the head around, whatever feels natural to you right now. And then let's inhale, come up on the balls of the feet, straighten the legs, drop the crown of the head, and exhale, sink the heels down to your mat, come into stillness. About 4 breaths here. And now we're going to transition into our first yin pose. So slowly walk your feet to your hands. Coming into dangling pose. You grab opposite elbow with opposite hand. Inhale, lift the tailbone. Exhale, drop the crown of the head. Put as much bend in your knees as you need. Have your feet be hip distance apart and just let go. You want this whole upper back to just hang. Let the blood flow reverse. Get a nice stretch in the neck here. About 15 breaths. Remember to keep your low belly in to protect the spine. few more breaths. Now I'm going to turn around to show you our next transition. I'm going to come right into our Malasana. So you might want to open your feet a little bit wider, sink the hips down, come into Malasana. So keep the spine as tall as you can. You decide how far apart you want your feet. The general rule is have your knees follow your feet. Pull your low belly button in and just be. So now we're lengthening our spine in the opposite direction. You can close your eyes. Keep the shoulders down. About 4 more breaths. And then let's plant our palms. Let's come into our Virasana, or our hero's pose. All I want to do is stretch the tops of your feet. So you can either sit right on your heels here, or you can open up and sit in between. If you'd like, you can press your palms into the mat, lift the knees, and get a little bit of extra stretch on the tops of the feet. About 2 more breaths. And bring the knees back down. Plant the palms and let's sit on our heels, coming into toes pose. I'm going to turn around so you can see. Let's get every little toe mound on the mat. Pull your belly in, draw your tailbone down, shoulders back, breathe. If this is absolutely horrible for you, come up onto your knees. Perfectly fine. Five more breaths. Then let's plant the palms and come into a nice, comfortable, seated position. I'm going to start a little bit of neck stretching. So sit up nice and tall, pull the low belly button in. Inhale, lift up out of the low back, and exhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And just stay here for a few breaths. Keep your palms down on your knees. Keep the shoulders back. Now let's take our right palm and place it right above the left ear. Take your left fingertips and place them on the left shoulder. So don't yank your head over. Just let the weight of the hands deepen the stretch. Make sure your shoulders stay squared so we're not here. The shoulders are squared. Pull low belly in, breathe. breaths. And then let's let go of the left hand, let go of the right hand, bring the head back up to center, take a breath. And then inhale again, get out of the low back, drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Keep the low belly in to protect the low back. And then take your left palm, place it right above the right ear, and take the right fingertips on the right shoulder. Just slightly deepen the stretch. Inhale, release the hands, come back to center, take a breath. Inhale, get out of the low back one more time, and exhale, drop the chin to your chest. If you want to go a little bit deeper, go ahead and interlace the hands or the fingers, place them on the back of the head, but again, don't yank the head down, right? Spine is tall, just let the weight of the hands deepen the stretch. Breathe. We want to avoid being that no neck guy at Publix, right? So we want to lengthen the neck. This is such a great stretch. You feel the whole back of the neck just lengthen. And inhale, bring the head back up. Release the hands. Take a breath. Inhale, get out of the low back again. And exhale, this time lift the chin. Maybe the back of the head touches the back, maybe not. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders. We don't want them coming up with the head. Leave the shoulders down. Inhale, bring the head back to center, and exhale, release the fingers. Inhale, get length again. Exhale, just turn and look over your right shoulder. So keep the shoulders square to the front. Keep the low belly pulled in. One more breath. Inhale, bring the head back to center, and exhale, turn to look over the left shoulder. more breath. And then turn back to center. Let's bring the arms out to the side and just very slowly make some small, gentle circles. Couple times back to front, nice and slow. And a couple times in the opposite direction. And then bring the arms down. Bring your right arm out in front. Take your left arm and cross the left elbow over the right. Bend the elbows. Clasp your forehands and maybe the hands. Inhale, lift your elbows up, and then exhale, drop them right at shoulder height. Pull the low belly in, keep your spine tall. If you'd like a little extra stretch in the forearms, slightly tilt your forearms to the front. Breathe. Should feel this in the back of the left shoulder. Usually I have a student and I can tell them, pick your elbows up. Don't do this, right? Keep them right up at shoulder height. And look, if this is too much, simply come here. This is perfectly fine. Keep the low belly pulled in, spine tall, neck tall. Breathe. Say 4 more breaths. And then let's slowly unwind the arms, bring them out to the side, bring them to the front, interlace the fingers and just gently press away. And then inhale and bring the arms up overhead. And then bring the arms down by the side and let's go to the other side. So the left arm comes out in front, right arm crosses, bend the elbows, clasp the forearms and the hands, lift up to get a little bit of stretch, and then exhale, drop those elbows right at shoulder height. Breathe. Keep low belly pulled in, keep the spine tall. Should feel this more on the outside of the right shoulder or the back of the right shoulder. I'm kind of hidden, so I gotta move my arms over. And again, this is all good. Four more breaths. And let's open the arms out. Bring them forward, interlace the fingers, push away. And inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, bring them down by the side. Let's work into a little Gomukhasana arms, but we're going to break it down slowly. So we're going to start with the right arm. And we're going to take the right arm, I'm going to turn around so you can see what I look like. You're going to take your right arm, you're going to bring it out to the side so the palm is facing back. You're going to bend this right arm and you're going to tuck your right palm in between your shoulder blades. So the right elbow is coming down. Your shoulders are squared to the front. I know you can't see that, but I want you to see this piece here. Stay here for about 8 or 10 breaths. So you're going to feel this in the front of that right shoulder. Keep your low belly pressed in. And now we're going to take our left hand and you're going to reach around. Maybe you can grab the right elbow, maybe not. Keep that right palm pressed up in between the shoulder blades and just breathe. So your shoulders are squared off here, low belly is in, right elbow's down, and you're just grabbing that right elbow with the left hand. Or maybe you're here, wherever you are is just fine. Breathe. And now if you'd like to take this to the final stage, you're going to let go of your right elbow. You're going to bring that left arm up and around, bend the left elbow, and maybe you can grab the right hand with the left hand. Pull your hands into the small of your back, left elbow up, right elbow down, shoulders are squared off. Breathe. Now I'm going to turn back around. Try and do this somewhat gracefully. I don't know if that's realistic. So this is what it would look like in the front. Shoulders are squared. Get a little stretch in the left tricep too. Low belly pulled in. Breathe. One more breath. And then let's slowly let that right arm come down and then bring the left arm up and bring it down. I should have told you earlier, change the position of how your legs are crossed. I'm going to turn around again to show you this side. So this time we're going to take that left arm and we're going to bend the left elbow. We're going to tuck the back of the left palm in between the shoulder blades. Now for me, this is my tight side, so a little harder for me. Perfectly normal for one side to be different. So I'm going to stay here for a couple of breaths. I'm just going to try to get that left palm up into right in between my shoulder blades. Breathe. Keep the low belly pulled in. Keep the spine tall. And then I'm going to take the right hand and I'm going to reach behind me and see if I can grab that left elbow. I probably can't on this side, so whatever I can grab, I will take. Breathe. Still keeping my belly in, still keeping my shoulders squared. Feeling this in the front of the left shoulder. Now if you want to take it to its fullest expression, you bring your right arm up, bend the right elbow, and reach for the left fingers with the right hand. I can't quite grab it, so you can grab my shirt, you can grab your ponytail, whatever you have is fine. This time the right elbow's up and the left elbow is down. Roll myself around here again so you can see what that looks like. So we don't want this, right? Shoulders squared off, belly pulled in. Breathe. A little stretch in the right tricep. actually a really nice stretch. Four more breaths. And then let's slowly let go of the left arm. Bring the right arm up and over. Let's really gently inhale and shrug the shoulders up to the ears and then bring them back. 2 more times. Shrug it up and bring it down. Last one. And then let's reverse the directions. Let's go back to forward. Really exaggerate. Get into all the little bits and particles in those shoulders. One more. Beautiful. Let's make our way into tabletop. Nice and slow. Remember, we're in yin. Move nice and gentle. And we're going to come right into heart melting pose. So make sure that your knees are under your hips. Don't move the lower body, right? Everyone goes like this. Don't do that. Now slowly, all I'm going to do is walk my hands forward. Bring my chest to the mat. Maybe my forehead gets to the mat. I'm going to stay right here and breathe. I'm going to keep my low belly pulled in because I want that low back flat. I don't want this, right? This. If this is not enough sensation for you, you can pick up the head and place your chin on the mat. It's plenty enough sensation for me, so I'm staying right here. Don't do this. Everyone in my class does this or this with the hips. Knees right underneath the hips. Only the arms have moved. Breathe. Make sure your low back is flat. Low belly is pulled in. And you should just feel the back of the shoulders. It's like you're undoing all the little knots back here. On your next inhalation, we're going to transition into Sphinx pose. So you're going to come up on your forearms. You're going to take your legs behind you. You want to zip the legs and the feet up together. I want your elbows slightly in front of your shoulders. You want your hands and your elbows to be shoulder distance apart. Gently press the groin area into the mat. Everything else stays soft. So drizzle your shoulders down your spine. Soft legs, soft feet. This is all soft. We're not pressing in like a regular Sphinx. Very soft here. Gaze down towards your mat, but keep your chin parallel to the mat. The head is up. You can choose to either clench or unclench the glutes in Yin Sphinx. So I always say play around with both and see what feels right to you. Just breathe. So the only thing we're going to do is slightly pull the low belly in and slightly press the groin area into the mat. Everything else is totally relaxed. It's a nice little extension of the spine. Breathe. This actually feels really good. I've been doing lots of bike riding with my kid lately. That's kind of all there is to do. And hunched over your handlebars. So this is a really nice stretch. Opens up the shoulder blades. Really works into the lower back too. Pushes everything back in the discs. Oh, really effective pose. Let's try 10 more breaths. And then very slowly, place your palms underneath your shoulders, press yourself up through tabletop, and make your way into a comfortable seated position. Let's extend the spine in the other direction. So I'm going to take a nice long leg butterfly so that when you look down, you see like a marquee diamond. You're going to inhale up, get out of the low back, press the low belly in, and exhale, round the spine down. The crown of the head is looking for the feet. Keep your shoulders down, so only the spine moves. It's not this, right? We're not hunched. Shoulders down, arms down. Just let the spine extend and the head come down. Pull your low belly in and just let go. Nice release for the whole spine, especially that neck. So let the head hang heavy. Three more breaths. And then let's slowly roll ourselves up. Make sure the head is the last thing to come up. Let's open the legs out nice and wide. Let's get a little lateral extension of the spine. Let's inhale up, pull the low belly in. Take your right elbow and drop it on top of your thigh. And then you're going to bring your right ear into your right palm. Inhale the left arm up and drape it over your head so that we're laterally stretching the spine, sending it that away. Keep your left sit bone rooted down. Don't let it pop up like this. Keep it rooted down. Pull your low belly in. Breathe. We're not going to be here that long. Keep the shoulders squared, so don't be here. Be opened up here. Very tight to keep your low belly pulled in. Keep your low belly pulled in. Legs and feet are very soft, not engaging any muscles. Just getting a really nice stretch from our left hip up through our left armpit. One more breath. And then remove the arm and bring yourself back up. Take a breath. Other side. So always inhale up first, right? Anytime we fold to the side, we forward fold, axial flexion. Inhale, get out of the low back. Lengthen the spine, and then exhale, drop the left elbow, bring the left ear to the left palm, and bring your right arm up and over. Keep the right sit bone rooted down. Breathe. You can either look up at the ceiling or down towards your mat, whatever is least tweaky on your neck. Nice stretch from the right hip up through the right armpits. Little lateral extension of the spine. Breathe. Pull low belly in. Two more breaths. Inhale, remove the right arm, come up to seated. Let's take the left palm, pull your belly in, reach for the outside of your right thigh. Take your right hand, place it about 6 inches behind your low back. Tense the fingers. Inhale, pull your belly in, and exhale, twist. Just look over that right shoulder. But don't make this an active twist, so there's no more inhaling and exhaling. Once you've made that turn, just stay there. Have a lot of bend in this right elbow. Breathe. Just a simple rotation of the spine, but it's not an active twist. We're just hanging out. So soft legs, soft feet, spine is tall, everything else is relaxed. Just keep that low belly pulled in. Inhale, come on back to center. Take your right hand, reach for the outside of the left thigh. Take the left hand about 6 inches behind the low back. Inhale, pull belly in. Exhale, twist to look over the left shoulder, and then just stay right there. Don't continue to twist. Keep a lot of bend in the left arm. Spine tall, low belly pulled in. Breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Let's bring the legs in towards each other and make our way onto the back. So the goal was to move our entire spine in all 6 degrees of flexion. So we did that, right? We did forward folding, extending, lateral stretching from each side, and a little bit of rotation. So let's now just hug the knees into the chest. Let's take our knees over to the right side. Let's open our arms out in the T position. Let's take this left arm and bring it all the way to the right. And then open it up to the left. Pick up your head, turn it to the left, and lay it down. One more little rotation of the spine. Simple supine twist. Pull low belly in. Just let go. If you'd like to go a little deeper, you can take this right hand, place it just above your left knee, and take your left fingertips and place them on your left shoulder. Just gently press down on that left shoulder. You can let go of the hands, pick your head up, bring it through center, lay it down, hug the knees into the chest, and drop them over to your left side. Take your right arm all the way to the left, open it back up, pick up the head, turn it to the right, lay it down. If you'd like a little more, we take the left fingers, place them right above the right knee, and the right fingertips can come onto the right shoulder. And then remove the hands, pick up your head, bring it through center, lay it down, hug the knees into the chest, and lay them down on your mat, and take your final Shavasana, whatever that is for you. And to wake yourself up, just begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe circle the wrists and ankles. A couple times in both directions. If you're needing a full body stretch, take it now, but be gentle, right? Because we were in yin, so don't flex too much. Just a soft, gentle stretch. And then hug the knees into the chest. over onto your right side. Gently press up to seated, where we'll meet with our hands at heart center. And instead of my usual reading today, I'm going to give you my cocktail of the week recipe, because I'm stuck in the house with a husband and a child. So cocktails are a necessity. Raspberries are 3 for $10 at Publix right now. So we're going raspberry lime bricky. It is a New England favorite. Very simple. Throw 3 to 4 raspberries and a couple of lime slices into the bottom of your glass. Fill your glass with ice. Then pour in 2 shots of vodka. I prefer Kettle One. Use the vodka of your choice. And then either a shot of Chambord, which is raspberry liquor, or just a plain shot of raspberry syrup. Top off with a splash or 2 of soda water and 2 teaspoons of freshly squeezed lime juice. It's unbelievable. Namaste, you guys. Stay safe.